like 5 albums.
Oh.
When I was a lot younger, like 3 of them were before I was 14. So
I understand why this feels like Over the Hill now, since you already put out so many albums already.
Yeah.
Okay. Under a different
not quite
name?
yet. I'm not quite over the hill, but yeah, this one we put out with my band, and we recorded it back in my hometown, and in Stinson Beach.
Okay.
In Northern California.
Okay.
Yeah. And to get to the city or to get to this major town, we would have to go over the hill. And it was Mount Tam, and it's like a 30-minute winding drive. So that's why I called it Over the Hill.
I gotcha. So I was wrong with that reference there. There's kind of a country vibe to your music. Where does that influence come from?
I think just growing up, I listened to a lot of country and like a lot of Americana, Gillian Welch, a lot of Neil Young and like Bob Dylan, folk music. So probably my parents' influence and just the natural surroundings of Northern California definitely influenced my sound.
And then you decided to move to New York City when?
I moved to New York City in 2020. Yeah.
That was great vision. And there's a pretty cool music scene here for, an Americana vibe like you're bringing as well, which people probably don't really think about New York City as being a big scene for that, but it is.
Yeah, it's only been recently that I've really tapped into the folk country scene here, and it's definitely deep-rooted and so incredible to see and experience. And I have a lot of younger friends now who are folk and country artists who are moving to the city, like the Wildmans and Alex Amon and Haley Davis. And it's definitely, the folk community is blossoming in a new way, which is really exciting because for the last 3 years, I feel like I was playing a lot of rock bills. So
yeah, and then you're like the odd man out there.
Yeah.
Well, we brought you in for this session, and you played this song that I just loved. It was so beautiful, and it's not out yet, but I know that you're going to be. When are you releasing Sweet Devotion? When are you doing that?
March 18th.
Oh, cool. So we've got the premiere of Sweet Devotion that I will get to share with you today on WFUV ahead of its release. And you said that it's going to be on a future EP that you'll put out later this year, yes?
Yeah.
So, and you probably got a gig coming up?
Yep, I'm playing a release show for the single at Main Drag Music on March 19th. And my friend the Wildmans are going to open.
Amazing. So go out. Check out Rose Paradise and that single release show, and I'll play you the single right now here on WFUV. And look forward to hearing more from you, Rose, and I'm looking forward to getting that new record from you, the current album that's out now, Over the Hill, and we're going to hear that new song right now with my thanks to Rose Paradise on WFUV.
Don't know how to solve them. Watch how quickly I go blind. 'Cause I can't see without you. I can't be without you. Sweet devotion. I need your sweet devotion. I need your attention. I wanna get desperate. I need your sweet devotion. I need your I need the radio debut of Sweet Devotion from Rose Paradise here on WFUV. That song is actually going to be released on the 18th of this month, and Rose Paradise will be playing at Main Drag Music on March 19th.